Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. In today's video, we are going to discuss about PM Schools for Rising India Yojana, that is the PM-SHRI. Now recently, on the occasion of National Teachers Day 2022, our Prime Minister announced a new initiative, that is PM-SHRI Schools, PM Schools for Rising India. So let us discuss a bit more about the PM-SHRI scheme. It is a new centrally sponsored scheme which will showcase the components of National Education Policy 2020. Now, what is a centrally sponsored scheme? It is a scheme where the cost of implementation is likely to be split in 60-40 ratio among the union government and the government of the states or the union territories. In northeastern states like Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Jammu and Kashmir, and union territories without legislatures, the centre's contribution can go up to 90%. For instance, we have the midday meal scheme or the Pradhan Mantri Poshan Abhiyan or the PM-AVAS Yojana. Now, under the PM-SHRI scheme, as many as 14,500 schools across states and union territories will be redeveloped to reflect the key features of National Education Policy 2020. Envisages a curricular structure and teaching style divided into various stages: foundational, preparatory, middle and secondary. PM-SHRI schools will be an upgrade of existing schools run by centre, states, union territories and local bodies. The PM-SHRI schools can either be KVs, JNVs, state government schools or even those run by municipal corporations. Now let us talk about the significance of this scheme. First of all, the aim of these schools will not only be qualitative teaching, learning and cognitive development, but also to create holistic and well-rounded individuals equipped with key 21st century skills. These schools will be equipped with modern infrastructure including labs, smart classrooms and other modern skills. The pedagogy adopted in these schools will be more holistic, integrated, play-based, inquiry-driven and discovery-oriented. Now let us discuss why is the Teachers' Day celebrated. So every year, 5th of September is celebrated as Teachers' Day in India, and this day commemorates the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Now let us talk about Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. He served as the second President of India from 1962 to 67 and the first Vice President of India from 1952 to 1962. Dr. Radhakrishnan's philosophy was grounded in Advait Vedanta. He also authored the book The Philosophy of Rabindranath Tagore in 1917. His other works include The Indian Philosophy, The Philosophy of Upanishads. He was awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, in the year 1954. He also received a knighthood in 1931 and an honorary membership of the British Royal Order of Merit in the year 1963. He was elected the chairman of UNESCO's Executive Board in 1948. Now let us take up one practice question on the PM-SHRI scheme. Consider the following statements. First, under the centrally sponsored scheme, the whole cost of implementation is funded by the union government. Second, PM Schools for Rising India, that is PM-SHRI Yojana, is a centrally sectored scheme. Third, under the PM-SHRI scheme, schools across state and union territories will be redeveloped to reflect the key features of the National Education Policy 2020. Which of the given above statements are correct? You can take a moment and write your answers in the comment section below. So as we know that only the third statement is correct with context of PM-SHRI scheme. The first statement is wrong, as under the centrally sponsored scheme, there is a partial distribution of cost of implementation between the centre and the state governments. Second, the PM Schools for Rising India, that is PM-SHRI Yojana, is a centrally sponsored scheme and not a centrally sectored scheme. Therefore, the statement is wrong. And the third statement, under the PM-SHRI scheme, schools across states and union territories will be redeveloped to reflect key features of National Education Policy 2020 is absolutely correct. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, that is 3 only. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other topic tomorrow. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.